Hey guys, Jason Greschuk here with Blackcard Elite Academy. I'm a certified coach with the company, and we're here in the room with Illia Usach,
Yes.
who's a silver student of mine. And we just finished a one-day. Illia, why don't you tell the people what the one-day was like?
Oh, it was an awesome experience. I mean, just to get a full day of spending time with the coach, specifically Jason. I came home and I had to sit down and just take it all in, because it was so value packed that I couldn't I had to sit down and read over my notes and really put the pieces together and figure out, hey, what does my action plan look like now.
So what did we start the day with? Run the people through the day.
Yeah, so we started looking at an apartment deal that I started running some Facebook campaigns, and we got a motivated seller who was he bought an apartment complex, and he was hoping this would be a hands-off approach, and he just started getting
He's
headaches.
a pharmacist.
Yeah, he's a pharmacist. So he's a busy professional. He just started getting all these headaches. I mean, I think three townhomes are now burned out of the 10. He had a bad property management company. He put in a new one in, and it's just a mess. And he's he doesn't have time. He doesn't. This is additional stress for him. The ultimate goal is he wants to get out of the game, and he wants to get out of the province. And then we came there to see if we can be of some sort of assistance, and if we can facilitate the deal and make create a win-win situation. I think that's what we're aiming for. That's what the day started off with, and then we then talked a little bit about
Marketing strategy.
Marketing, that's right.
What's working, what's not.
That's right. Yeah. So we started looking at some numbers and then what the current input I'm doing and what's coming out the other end of the pipeline, what I can be doing better, and then I think we then followed with a lunch, which was great.
Talked some big picture stuff.
That's right. Talk big picture, kind of a little bit more on personal side of things, of what I can do better to align myself and
manage the personal machine, right?
That's right.
How does one stay consistent?
Exactly. So consistency, staying in tune with the vision, making sure my action steps are proper, and then I think what do we do after that?
We stopped in on one of my flips.
That's right. We stopped one of his flips, and then during lunch we were talking about project management and the next step up. And when we stopped by at the next flip, that's exactly what happened. Is Jason came in, he met his project manager there, and it was the handoff from, hey, I acquired the property and here's what needs to be done, and now the project manager is going to take it off from there. So it's just nice to see all the pieces of the puzzle coming together, and then starting envisioning, hey, this is what my life can look like in a year or 2 years once I have a more consistent lead flow, and once my business is a little bit more structured. It was just great to see it in real life happen before my eyes. And then we came back to the office, and then we ended the day with just talking big picture vision, and then narrowing down as much as possible of, hey, what's our 10-5 year goal, and then how can we break it down even more, and what do we have to do in the next upcoming 6-12 months to make sure that happens, and really targeting, hey, what's the why behind this, and why do I want to do this, or why do I need to do this?
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, we also, you have some decisions to make as far as what you can pick with your career path, right? You're considering upgrading to platinum to go full-time real estate. You also already run a successful painting franchise. You and I are cut from the same cloth. You're a StudentWorks franchisee. But we had a great exercise where I asked you, okay, in 5 years, what does failure look like?
Yeah.
And then in 5 years, what does success look like? And we mapped it out on the board, and you used that as a measure to help you see what decisions you need to make today so that you don't end up in the failure bucket and that you end up in the success bucket.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that just that exercise of wrapping my head around, hey, what do I not want to make my life look like in 5 years was just very beneficial for me, because it made me realize, hey, what is my ideal life, or what could it be like in 5 years, and how do we get there now is the next question.
Mm-hmm. Begin with the end in mind.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Illia, I'm curious, how did you hear about Blackcard, and why did you decide to get into the program?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think I didn't necessarily hear about Blackcard. I heard about you, and that's how the relationship began. And because we come from the same background, Steamworks Painting, I was introduced to you early on in my career as you were, you held a record here in Manitoba, and as the relationship grew on the painting side of things, I think you got to know me a little bit better, and I got to know you a little bit better, and you just brought up the idea.
Pushed you.
Exactly. You brought up an idea of hey, this is I do painting, but I'm also very heavily invested in real estate.
Yeah.
And prior to that time, I've heard of real estate here and there. I just didn't have a picture in my mind of what it does that entail. So it was many conversations over phone calls and coming down to the office, and just really having one consistent picture of, hey, what does real estate investing look like? And then when I had that picture in my head, I was like, all right, so Blackcard is obviously the next choice to bring me to my end goal of what I want to do and become a full-time real estate investor. When essentially all the pieces of the puzzle fit in at that time, when I made the decision I want to be full-time in real estate within 2-3 years.
So when did you start your program? How many weeks in are you right now?
I believe we started back in February, March, and now we're into June. So it's been like 3 months, somewhere there. Yeah, 3-4 months.
And how many deals have you done in 3 months?
So I've officially done 3 deals, and I'm working my 4th deal right now. And by the end of the year, the goal is to have 6 deals completed.
Awesome. And you're a silver student.
That's right.
Overachieving. I love it. How did it feel to raise your first $250,000?
Oh,
I think we had a call specifically where you kind of lost your mind.
Yeah, well, it was just a paradigm shift for me, because the biggest challenge, one of the challenges that I saw is, and Jason kept on pushing me, and oh, there's abundant money, this is scarcity mindset you have. You gotta shift your mindset, and that was a challenging part for me. I was like, nah, you're like, I don't believe you. So I had to live through it to actually believe that there's actually infinite money out there. And it's just, you have to be a good manager of the money. And then this is where, now I've raised over $1 million, and it's like, well, now I've got a lot of money sitting aside. It's just a matter of, hey, I just have to find the right deals so I can build those relationships and keep on scaling my real estate business because I'm in it for the long term. I'm not here to make a quick buck. I'm in it here for 20, 30, 40 years down the road. This is just an exciting start to my journey.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us on the video. Illia's respecting the grind. We're respecting the grind. So get out there and respect the grind. Contact Blackcard if you're looking to get serious about real estate.